That's how we get a win, Baltimore. That's how we get a win. I love this win. Everyone was on it. Some things I want to point out was that great play by both special teams and the defense. Cyrus Jones takes it to the house for a 70-yard punt return touchdown. Was beautiful. I mean, we have not gotten a punt return touchdown since last season against the Bears when Michael Campanera did it. And even that one was a little bit of a fluke. I mean, that one was just a weird one. I thought he was down, but we're not talking about that. Beautiful play by Cyrus Jones. Took it to the house. Love it. Defense, in the fourth quarter, they stepped up. They made plays. And man, Judon with that strip sack. T-Sizzle picks it up and takes it to the house for a touchdown, making the game 34-17 and basically icing it. All of a sudden, after that happens, Judon could just get 2 more extra sacks. So 3 straight sacks for Judon. Defense woke up in the fourth quarter and did their job. I love what I saw from this team. They made plays, defense clamped up late, special teams was involved in it, and the offense was moving. The offense was making plays, and I love that. Lamar Jackson, I would grade his performance. I'm going to be generous and say I'm going to grade his performance a B-. And the reason I'm grading a B- was specifically for the 2 interceptions. Even though mostly they weren't really his fault because both of them were tipped up. Well, the first interception wasn't a great throw by him. That was probably his worst throw of the day. But it was tipped in the air and it was interception. The second one, he was trying to get to Crabtree. And that really isn't really on Lamar. That's more of the defender made a great play. I mean, he deflected the ball perfectly enough to still keep it in bounds and have the other defender pick it off in the end zone. That's just a great play. That's a defender making a great play. So I'm not going to blame that second one on Lamar Jackson. But one quality that I love with Lamar, I see it both in Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield. When they make mistakes, you can see it. You can see how it hurts them and it motivates them. And they go out there and they perform much better. Lamar Jackson in the second half, he made those 2 mistakes in the first half. Second half, those 2 possessions Baltimore had, not only did it drain the clock, he got in the end zone. Took them on a 12-play, 75-yard drive where he runs it in for a 5-yard touchdown. They get the ball back on their next drive. He takes them down the field again and gets an 8-yard touchdown pass to Michael Crabtree. Welcome back, Michael Crabtree. Finally get in the end zone, man. This was your game to score. If anyone else was going to score, it had to be him. So he made plays. Other than those 2 picks, which were really tipped in the air, Lamar Jackson played well. I mean, he made some great throws down the field, like the Mark Andrews ones we're talking about. That was the play of the day. That 74-yard pass to Mark Andrews, he hit the man perfectly in stride. I thought Mark Andrews was going to take it all the way for a touchdown. But, he got caught in the end. But that was a beautiful pass. Clearly, he's showing off his arm. I love it. Lamar Jackson can throw the football. He showed it today. He can throw the football down the field. Just give him weapons to protect. He can throw the football. He can make plays. And he showed it today. That's what I love. Now, of his overall performance was the performance you would expect from a rookie like him. You expect to see some good, you expect to see some bad, and you expect to see some really bad plays. The good was the 74-yard pass. It would have also been the 40-yard pass to John Brown if Orlando Brown Jr. didn't get a hold when he didn't need to because he had assistance. That was a beautiful throw. That was on the money by Lamar Jackson, and it just negated. But you know what? It's still fine. It's still fine. Orlando Brown Jr., he made a mistake. He held. We let it go. But yeah, the good, you saw that. And then you see the 39-yard run by Lamar to basically ice the game as well. He made some great throws. He made some great throws on the run. He made some great throws in the pocket. That was the good. The bad was really the miscommunications earlier on in the first quarter. We had to use 2 timeouts. 2 timeouts early on in the game because of miscommunication and not focusing on the play clock and getting it onto time. So, getting it snapped on time. So that's something, Lamar's got to work out because getting the plays out, he's still trying to get used to it. When in college, you would go up to your coach, he'd tell you to play and he would come out and do it. But in this place, you have to go to the huddle and tell everyone else to play. So, he's still trying to get used to it. He's still working on it. But you saw the early miscommunication early on that cost us those 2 timeouts. So that was the bad. And of course, the ugly was the 2 interceptions, which again, we've already explained that the first one wasn't a great throw by Lamar, but it still got tipped in the air and got interception. So that's not really much of his fault. Granted, he could have thrown a better ball, but who knows? Maybe it still would have got tipped. And the second one wasn't even his fault at all. That was just a great defender play. So overall, Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, deserves a B-, specifically because besides those 2 interceptions, he played fantastic. And especially in the second half, Like I explained before, they let Lamar Jackson, when he makes a mistake, he goes out there and plays better. And in the second half, not only did he play better, the offensive play calling went back to what works for Lamar. They were so busy trying to make him be a pocket passer that they weren't allowing him to play his game. Second half, they run the football. This is what you need. Lamar Jackson, when he's on the field, he makes the run game so much better. You can see in the second half, they ran the football. They allowed Gus Edwards to do it. Ty Montgomery got some stuff going. They got the ball down the field. And with Lamar Jackson on the field, the run game's automatically going to be better because you don't know if he's going to take off himself or going to hand it off to Gus Edwards or Buck Allen or Ty Montgomery, whoever's on the field. You never know. And Gus Edwards getting those grind, he's getting those runs, the north and south run. He's getting those runs, which I love. But yeah, they started running the football and they took over this game. It was easy after that. Lamar Jackson comes up there running the ball. He's extending plays. He's using his arm when he needs to, and he's getting the first downs. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful display that rallied the team, and you show that they rallied the team. He made plays. He got the ball to them. He ran the ball himself. Gus Edwards was doing it. Everyone was getting involved in the offense, and not only was he running the ball, he was also passing it. Although Willie Snead, I don't know where he was in this game today. Couldn't really get to him. But, not every receiver is going to get something, Hayden Hurst got to eat. Mark Andrews got to eat. John Brown got to eat. Crabtree got to eat. But, Snead wasn't really here with that today. It's still fine, though, This is a really humble receiving corps. So, as long as the team's winning, no one's really going to complain and stuff like that. But, yeah. He was extending plays. He was doing what Lamar Jackson does. When they allowed him to play his game, instead of being a pocket passer, he showed you what he could do. And in the second half, he didn't make a mistake. He didn't make many mistakes. He may have had a couple of incompletions, but who does it? He didn't make a mistake. He didn't throw no picks. He extended the play, and he led 2 key touchdown drives that basically put us in the position to win this game perfectly. The first one ends up when he runs it 5 yards into the end zone. Second one, he throws an 8-yard touchdown pass to Michael Crabtree. Lamar Jackson is a playmaker, and he can get the ball down the field and get you points. He can score. And I love what he did here. I love what I saw. Now, with that being the case, now that the team's won and now under Lamar Jackson, the team seems rejuvenized. The run game has been insane with Lamar Jackson. It is just back-to-back 200-plus yard rushing games. I mean, this is crazy. With Lamar Jackson, the team looks rejuvenized, the offense looks rejuvenized, and it's so exciting to watch them. That brings up the case now. What do you do about this quarterback situation now against Atlanta? Because Flacco is most likely going to practice this week, and he'll be ready to start if they need to. But do you really want to risk, after you're seeing what Lamar Jackson's been able to do in the run game, and open up so much of the offense with all this potential, do you really want to run putting Joe Flacco back in when you were actually in a great playoff position? Do you want to put him back in? I know he's a veteran, but the team's offense was dying with him. It slowly rotted away. From week 1, when it looked like it had so much potential, it slowly started to chip and rot away. It just started to disappear so much. So do you want to put him back in? When there's so much energy around this team and juvenile and excitement, do you put Joe Flacco in, or do you ride this train with Lamar Jackson and see where he can take you? Because now he's won you 2 games, and in both games, he showed off his talent, and he's rejuvenated the offense, especially in this game. This game, he's performed better than he did last week. Do you want to risk putting Joe Flacco in and ruining that flow? Because if you put Joe Flacco in and you lose against the Falcons, that's not a good thing. But if you keep Lamar Jackson in, maybe he can go win it in Atlanta. He's got that electricity right there. He's an electric player. He is a playmaker. I say you ride this train until you can ride it no more. You keep Lamar Jackson in. There's so much momentum he's built with the team. The run game has been dramatically improved. If you take this kid out at this point and we go lose against the Falcons, then you just risked the season right there. I know people want to say Joe Flacco gives us the best chance to win, but this offense was dying under him. Lamar Jackson has revived this offense. If you keep Lamar Jackson in, I'm telling you, he's going to continue winning games. And I believe that he could possibly lead us to the playoffs. I thought our season was dead, so why not put in Lamar? But Lamar's come in, he's shown what he can do, and he's rejuvenated this run game. I didn't think this run game would be this great, and it is. He's rejuvenated it. And even the pass game, you saw this game, it got a lot better. We made plays down the field. He made plays to get first down. Everyone got catches. Hell, Crabtree got a touchdown. Let Lamar stay in and continue to build this momentum. He's a playmaker, and he can get it done. This is going to be a tough decision this week for Baltimore of who to go with. But if you ask me, I think Lamar Jackson, you have to ride this train until you can't ride anymore. That's all I got to say. I enjoyed this game. 6-5. Cincinnati got the crap kicked out of them. They're going to be 5-6. This really helps our playoff chances even more. So we'll see how this goes. If they keep Lamar and he puts us in the playoffs, that would be great. But we'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out.